Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today guys, more updates and more stories for you. The market is moving. We are entering into Wednesday, a big day because several things are expected to happen. So remember to subscribe to the channel, to like this video, turn on the notification bell. We will be together on absolutely everything to keep you updated on all the latest on the market. Don't forget about what I told you in the last video. Even tonight, more contacts between Al Hilal to sign Ollie Watkins as new center striker and Gabriel Martinelli as new winger. Martinelli deal is very close, but very, very close. So the expectation is for Al Hilal to complete the agreement for Gabriel Martinelli in the space of 24, maximum 48 hours, because the agreement between clubs with Arsenal is almost done, around 65 million euros total package, working now on player-club agreement Al Hilal, Gabriel Martinelli, but the expectation is to get the deal done. Then talking about wingers, guys, as we're talking about Gabriel Martinelli, we have plenty of names to mention again today. One of the names I want to mention is Rafa Leão. For Rafa Leão, Aston Villa are calling the agent, Galatasaray are calling the agent. The situation of Rafa Leão remains absolutely one to watch from now to the end of the season, or the end of the summer. So for sure, Rafa Leão is one to watch, and for sure also two clubs like Galatasaray and Aston Villa are offering completely different conditions. On one side is Premier League football, on the other side Galatasaray are making a very good financial proposal, so the situation of Leão is going to be one to watch. Updates for Liverpool. Liverpool fans asking about Yankuba Minte over the recent days. Liverpool had two bids rejected for Yankuba Minte. The first was weeks ago, not a few days ago. The second one was actually a few days ago, rejected by Brighton, around £60 million, but Liverpool communicated to the agents of the player and to Brighton that they are not going to send any other proposal. For Liverpool, the Yankuba Minte deal as of today has to be considered off. Then we will see if Liverpool will reactivate the option later on, or maybe in the future, we will see. But as of today, Liverpool consider the Yankuba Minte story off because of Brighton asking £80 million, but also because they started focusing on different options. So I always told you, Minte is a target, yes, but Liverpool have more names on their short list, and so let's follow the situation. But for Liverpool, is not only Yankuba Minte, and it's open to more options. And then, don't forget that in order to see Liverpool giving the green light to Cody Gakpo to leave the club and go to Tottenham or Manchester City, we don't know, because Tottenham have an agreement with Cody Gakpo on the contract, but Manchester City had a meeting with his agents. In order to understand what happens with Gakpo, we have to understand if Liverpool can sign two wingers, not only one, before the deadline. And the name they want, the priority one, remains Bradley Barcola. It's true that contacts took place on Tuesday, but it's also true that contacts took place on Monday, on Sunday, on Saturday, on Friday. Liverpool and PSG are talking every single day. Liverpool and PSG have been in contact every single day, discussing about the transfer fee, discussing about the structure of the payment, discussing about the payment terms. So Liverpool and Paris Saint-Germain are having daily exchanges about this Bradley Barcola deal. I told you that the reporting on this one is different to many other stories about the bid accepted, the bid sent, bid rejected, because of this direct conversation taking place. Now, Liverpool remain in talks with Paris Saint-Germain. Liverpool remain hopeful of an agreement for Bradley Barcola. Nothing has changed on Tuesday night, so no big changes, no big stories. I think, guys, after a very long saga, we are all tired at the end of the window, me as a journalist, you as fans, and all the people involved in the industry. I think at this point, the only thing that matters is the offer accepted, and here we go. Because we had many conversations about this Barcola story. In May, I was telling you, Liverpool and Barcola, Barcola and Liverpool. In June, I was telling you, don't forget Barcola and Liverpool. No one was talking about that. Then in July, I was pushing on this one when people were telling you Barcola doesn't want to leave PSG or Barcola is untouchable for PSG. I told you no. I told you Barcola is the top target for Liverpool and Liverpool will go for him. Now we are in the final 6 days of the window and any moment could be the moment for the here we go, because the two clubs are in direct conversations, and if Paris Saint-Germain decide to accept what Liverpool are offering at that point, any moment could be the moment for the green light, the medical test and the contract signing. But don't forget that Barcola +1 in could mean Cody Gakpo out. So this is the way. Then, something I wanted to mention also Manchester United. Alejandro Balde. At the moment, as I always told you, Balde is not pushing to leave Barcelona. If Barcelona tell Balde, we have an agreement with the club, you have to go, in that case Balde will go, if Barca don't want him to stay. But Balde, personally, is not pushing to leave Barcelona. Balde wants to stay. Balde loves Barcelona as a club, as a city, so Balde doesn't want to go. So, if there is an opportunity accepted by Barcelona, Balde will go. Otherwise, he would be happy to stay. Manchester United remain in contact with the agent of the player, Jorge Mendes, about this opportunity. But at the moment, for Man United, or the conditions of the deal change, or this is too expensive. So we have to see. 1 week ago, Wednesday, last week, I told you, exclusive story, Man United asked for information on Balde, but in order to see this one happening, has to be on different conditions. So Balde, first of all. And then, on Barcelona, let me clarify once again, Lukeba, I don't have any confirmation on Barca going for Lukeba. I know it's been a big story in Spain in the last 24 hours, but I'm told that it's just one of so many players offered to Barcelona. Every day, many players get offered to top clubs like Real Madrid, Barcelona, clubs in England, in Germany, in Italy, in France, wherever. And Barcelona know that the player is available, but Barca at the moment have not started anything with Lukeba. So that's the story. On Manchester United, also wanted to mention that there is some movement around Joshua Zirkzee. So, Jonathan David, the Canadian striker of Juventus, is subject of interest from also Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid made some calls for Jonathan David over the recent hours, and this could be a story to watch. Let's see if Atletico decide to go for Jonathan David or not. At the moment are only calls. If Jonathan David leaves, Joshua Zirkzee could become an opportunity. Juventus love the player, but Manchester United want an obligation to buy to let Joshua Zirkzee go and eventually bring in one more striker. There are also more clubs interested in Zirkzee, so if Zirkzee leaves, United could sign one more striker. Otherwise, United will focus only on the left back until the end of the window. Then I think, guys, we said everything. Also, Liam Delap going to Nottingham Forest. Today is time for medical at Nottingham Forest. £45 million, up to 50 with the Dons. So sale confirmed from Chelsea to Nottingham Forest. And much more, because the market is going to be crazy in the next hours, in the next days. So guys, what I can do is to remind you to like this video, to turn on the notification bell, to subscribe to the channel, and remember, every day we are here together. Every day we are here to keep you updated. It's going to be madness, and so stay tuned, let me know your opinion here in the comments.